We got a ball. We got a ball. We got a ball. Got a ball. And I got a Jerry. Hi. Hey. Good morning, everyone. It's 5 a.m. Master Scrum. This is Greg Master, Scrum Master and Agile Coach. I have a football here, right? There was a big game last night, so we'll talk about that a little bit. And here on the 5 a.m. Master Scrum Show, I am Greg Master, Scrum Master and Agile Coach, and we talk about Scrum and Agile in a practical and tactical way so you can get value to the customer, right, Jer? And not work crazy hours to get there. Have a little fun, work in a lean way, and wasting your time. That's part of it, so that you can get home to your family and friends and have some fun. And we're going to talk a little fun stuff. You know, everybody talks fun stuff. So last night, two things. Yeah, I noticed people do stuff, and it's easy to test things. YouTube's algorithms are all messed up right now, or their data tracking. I did report out to them because I was watching Gary Vee this morning, and he had 66 likes and 1 view. So the easy math test, so I can make an automated test with that real quick. How is it possible to get 66 likes and only 1 view? And it's Gary Vee. He's got hundreds of thousands of viewers. So I don't know, because I saw one of my things where I actually watched one of my video. What, you want this? Yeah, he wants that. So I was curious. What, you can take the ball? You can take the ball? Oh, geez, don't tear the ball up, please. Eddie will be so upset if you eat that ball. Don't eat that ball. So I liked it, and I watched the video, but I didn't get the views. So I don't know what it is. Maybe there's a delay in registering the views, but not the likes. So please like the video. Because apparently the views aren't working in YouTube. So let's just talk about the other thing, but that was something, an easy automated test. You could run a test and it would flag it. Like, hey, why all of a sudden are all the views and the likes really disproportional? It should theoretically to be more views than likes, right? And that would be a red flag hearing an automated test that can run in the background all the time. Are you tearing that up? Don't tear. You already tore it up. Jeez, look what he did. You ate my ball. Dude, no more. Dude, no more balls. No more balls. No more balls. No more. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. He's like, where'd the ball go? You ate it. Sorry, everyone. It's live. You know, when you do live stuff. So, let's get back to Scrum and Agile. Because I can't bring out football anymore. I was going to talk about the blame game and the refs. Blame the refs, right? I knew that was coming. Watching the game, the Super game last night, and a lot of people are blaming the refs. The refs gave the games to the Tampa Bay team and stuff like that. I hear that a lot in teams. I hear a lot of teams blame, well, I couldn't do this because the other team didn't do this. I couldn't do this because I didn't have the capability. I couldn't do this because the environment was down. Here's my thing. You know you're going to have environment issues. You know you're going to have dependency issues. So you need to address them. What are you doing? And you need to keep an eye out for them and do stuff about them, right? And what people don't do is they don't. And they just want to blame everybody. What are you doing? Come here. Sit. And you got a Jerry who just wants to eat all the footballs. So I can say we can play football, but I'll blame him because he just ate the football. So I'm going to blame you. But I know better than that to bring a football out with you, right? I should have known. See, I should have known. But I can blame Jerry for not having the football in the show. But I know Jerry likes balls. He's a ball dog. He's Eddie's ball dog, right? Something Eddie always wanted. He always wanted a dog to play catch with him on the ball. He got one. So if anybody says, why is he crying with the ball? Because it's Jerry. Jerry likes balls. He goes chase the balls, right? You like to chase balls. Yeah. He likes to chase balls. So that is something we do. We blame these other, but you can't blame. You got to do something. Like, I should know better than carry the football, right? You should know. We as teams should know better than the environment's going down. Okay, then what can we do to minimize the impact to make sure we're as good as we can be? Except for that barrier. we can plan as much. We should talk more. Scrum masters go meet with other teams, communicate with other teams. Don't wait for the scrum master. How do you organize? How do you connect with other development teams to see how they're doing? Right? Do we have to wait for the scrum master to tell us all that stuff? No, we don't. But I just want to share that with the blame game, blaming the rest for the game. Those guys dropped a lot of balls last night, and you can't. If you don't do a majority of the work, and then you want to say like 5 plays were blown because of the referees and all, you didn't put yourself in a position to win, right? There's always going to be something you can do, and how do you get around that? So I know the quarterback for Kansas City Mahone. He did a great job of trying to be up there and give his team opportunities to win. Caught the ball, they would have won the game. It could turn on a dime, right? Right, Jer? You just I'm getting rubbed in the chest. Anyway, so Jerry Dog is over here for all those in the podcast world, just eating footballs, and now he's getting some attention. Yeah, can you lay down? Good boy. All right, so that's one thing. So it's about the blame game. Keep an eye on it for it. Try to work your team out of the blame game and say, okay, what can we do about it? We know it exists. We can do some stuff. Can we build, status stubs, simulations, everything we do to make sure what we think this is supposed to be. And the product owner says, this is how I want it to look and react. Okay. Get it to the point where it reacts the way the product owner wants, or the stakeholder wants at least. Then when you get in further along in integration, if something's not there or an environment's not there, pre-production or in production or whatever, at least you did enough. And then it helps you with your troubleshooting, by the way. This is what people don't get. They don't understand this stuff from a testing perspective, a root cause analysis. They want to just throw it up, well, we can't do anything until we get all the data, we get all that. I'm like, but you need to eliminate the fact that it's your code. So if you eliminate it's your code, it makes it easier to diagnose what other organizations could be affecting your product. And I'm so amazed at all these people who went to engineering school or computer science school don't get that in their heads. Dude, I was getting that when I was a kid in college. They always said, my professors, try to have one unknown. Don't have 50. Work your way to you have one unknown so you can figure and solve for it. It's a simple math problem, right? Right. X plus 5 equals 10. So what is X? It's 5, right? One unknown. So you can solve for that. But when you give yourself a lot of unknowns because you didn't develop a system to verify that your code is operating the way it's supposed to be based on the base, can you blame the refs? No. Well, you can. It's going to get you anywhere? No. Okay? So blaming the refs doesn't get your team anywhere. Blaming other people, you got to set it up so you eliminate everything about your own system that's working. Maybe there was a miscommunication. Maybe that's the unknown, right? We set up for this. Oh, no, we meant it was this. Something to think about. So that's the first topic, just blaming the refs and blaming other teams and other places for problems in the team. Got to work on it. Got to scrum masters, agile coaches, tech leads, people that have experience, got to get them out of that. They got to build a system. Maybe you got to take a sprint and say, our system's so unstable, business, we got to take a sprint to develop a simulation for the rest of the system so that we can at least make sure that it's not us causing the problems. Right? Okay. So that's topic 1. Topic 2. So again, I was watching Gary Vee, right? He made a great analogy of talking too much, right? It's so true. Because he's talking about content on the internet, putting social media out there, and that's his thing. But you can talk all you want, plan to the nth degree, kind of like waterfall. You can plan that, but if you don't get stuff out there, you're not in the game, right? And he made a good analogy of this, and he says, like this, you can talk about exercise all you want. And you can talk about it. Doesn't mean you're going to get healthier or in shape. He made a comment. He was about push-ups, right? You can chat room all you want about doing push-ups. But until you do a push-up, you're not doing a push-up. So my same thing goes with Agile. Why I love Agile and the mindset of getting working code out there. You can talk all you want. You can plan to the cows come home. You can visualize the future as much as you want. You're out there, right? But until you get stuff out there for the customer to use, you have no idea. You're really not in the game. And I see companies like that, and I'm just like, we got to get you in the game. And when I coach teams and coach organizations, my goal is to get everybody in the game. And if you ain't in the game, my goal is to get you there, right? And that's my job as a coach, is to get you in the game. How do we get you in the game? How do we get your code into the customer's hands? How do we get you to interface with the customer? That's the job of a coach and a scrum master and a team and an agile organization. Everyone up and down the chain is to get us in the game, because we're not in the game, we're going to lose the game. Kind of like what happened with Kansas City last night. They weren't in the game. You can see it. They weren't ready. Tom Brady was like on fire. He's like, I'm going to win this game. He was motivated big time. He was a lot more motivated than anybody else on that field. I think he was going to be a leader and lead his team into victory, because like, we're going to win this game. So, but he was in it. He was in the game. I don't think the other team was in the game. And you can see the difference between a person, an organization that's in the game, in the moment, on the field, producing, versus another team that's like, why are we here? What's our direction? Where are we going? So a couple analogies of last night's Super Bowl. It's kind of why I leave stuff open in my thing. And then, simple automated tests I talked about at the beginning, which wasn't my topic, but when I was looking at YouTube, simple automated tests. Come on. There's 2 data fields in the system. 2 data fields. You do a simple compare. And if it's not working the way it's normally supposed to be working, where the number of views should always be more than likes, flag. And that's a test that you can write in your code that you can use all the way up and down the chain and in production. It's an automated test. That's what it is. The days when you get some people that really do their automated tests right. Well, that's what I had today. Please give us a like, because apparently we're not getting any views because there's something wrong with the algorithm in YouTube. So we need likes. Please follow us, and we'll try to keep a little more advanced notice when we go live. And with that, Jerry, you want to say goodbye? Jerry says goodbye. You want to say goodbye to everybody? Come on. You want to say goodbye? Go. Sit up. You're just comfortable. All right. You'll have a good Monday, and take care. And keep an eye on the game. And don't, when the teams start blaming other teams when you do your retrospectives, it's like, yeah, so we're going to blame them like Kansas City, and we're going to just lose the game. Or we're going to blame everybody else, but we're going to lose. But the other team won and get the Super Bowl trophy or Super Game trophy. Think about it. Take care. Enjoy your day.